Today I have the distinct pleasure of sitting in the driver's seat of the most heavily sought after Chevrolet Impala in the world. This is a 1958 Chevrolet Impala Convertible, and it's been fully restored. Street price is between $120,000 to $150,000. Unfortunately, we're not here today to talk about this 58 Impala. We're here to talk about the 2014 Impala, which is a really nice car, and it's nice to know about its DNA and where its roots came from. Obviously, this 58 Impala was built with a lot of passion, and unfortunately for the past 30 years, I'd have to criticize Chevrolet for not making very passionate Impalas, but I'm happy to say it's back. You can tell just by looking at the hood, for example. You see all these indentations and details. This is something you haven't seen in the past 30 years, but the craftsmanship has gotten a lot better, and they really have a world-class non-luxury sedan that could compete with Avalon and Maxima, for just to name a few of the competitors. So let's take a look at what's under the hood. It's very different than what they had back in '58. For the past 7 years, the 3.6-liter direct-injected V6 engine has been a true staple of General Motors vehicles, and that's what you find under the hood of the 2014 Impala. It produces 305 horsepower, and it's made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission. GM is also planning to put a 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine with e-assist in the Impala. That will get 25 miles to the gallon in the city and 35 on the highway. Just imagine a vehicle this size getting that kind of fuel economy. 50 years ago, it was all about the bling. It was all about how big was the logo, how much chrome do you have in your grille and your bumper. Fortunately, cars today are not really made with chrome and those kind of metal grills. We have a lot of plastic, but nevertheless, it looks good. Chevrolet went through a lot of effort to redesign the Impala in general, but especially the front end. Expect to see a lot of these kind of styling cues in a lot of their newer vehicles. I think they've done a really good job, and they've kind of made an attempt to tie in some of that heritage. For example, the way Impala is spelled on the side, separated, that's the first time that's been done in a long time. You could see the iconic Impala emblem nicely suited over here in the rear three-quarter panel. Overall, I think this is one of the best-looking sedans on the market today from a non-luxury perspective, and it also drives equally as nice. You can see Chevrolet completely redid the Impala from the outgoing model. That outgoing model was really made for senior citizens. It was made for police cars. It was not a very impressive interior. This is an impressive interior. The contrast stitching. I love this compartment. Put your smartphone in, and now you can hide it, and it's out of sight, and you don't have to worry about grabbing it in case somebody calls. Of course, you've got Bluetooth, you've got navigation, XM radio, Chevy MyLink, all the latest and greatest technology that you would need. Let's talk about how this vehicle drives. Wonderfully. It's very quiet. You have acoustic glass up front, all new gauges, a nice big information screen between the tach and the speedometer, very comfortable seats. Also, you get the contrast stitching on the seats. Of course, this is the top of the line LTZ, and you expect all of that, but even the base model is very impressive. This is a tough segment. Got a lot of new vehicles, the Kia Cadenza. You've got the Toyota Avalon, again, completely redesigned, Ford Taurus, but after surveying several journalists, they all agreed that this car is at the top of the list, and it wouldn't surprise me if it won some Car of the Year awards. It's just that good. So glad to see that Chevy's back. This vehicle is priced right, got the right equipment, it drives great, looks great. Not much to not like about it. And for those of you who think that Chevy quality is not there, I say look at the numbers, because they are back.